Sawadika. Good morning, everyone, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Groove Day Day 3. Here at THAIGROOVE, we are the best and the first virtual showroom with 100 plus brands and creators in Thailand. I am Melon Natrada Siwatong, and I'll be your MC for today. For today's first session, it will be the webinar on the topic of THAINESS creative appreciation. And we are honored to be with the expert in this field. Well, our guest speaker today, he is the Managing Director and Chief Creative Officer in South Asia at Leo Burnett. He's also one of the youngest creative leaders in India, and he has worked 5 years in Bangkok with the leadership of Suthisak Sucharithanonta. He built brands like Pepsi, Coke, P&G, Amazon, Spotify, Twitter, Jeep, and Visa in India and different parts of the world. Also, recently, Netflix has created an episode on him, on how he's changing the marketing and creativity in India. And I am sure right now you all are ready to meet him. Please kindly welcome Mr. Rajdeepak or Das. Namaste, Raj.
Hi. Hi, how are you doing?
Give
Malan?
an introduction about yourself so that we get to know you a little better and also on your experience.
I think Bangkok was one of my best experience of my life when advertising. I think it's the craziest advertising. In fact, Bangkok taught me was how to simplify things. In the complicated world, we love to, as a creative, as a marketer, we love to make things complicated. But Bangkok help you to simplify things.
That is an insightful thing, actually, because can you elaborate more how Thailand teaches you to simplify things in terms of marketing? Like, can you give some specific examples?
Okay, so it's like let me give you an example. In the case of what do you call that? If I'm working in India. There will be a meeting with 20 people telling what to do and why. Like I remember presenting something in a meeting and the client was asking you how many. You make me funny. I think I love the laugh in the film, but what kind of laugh is this? Is it laugh this? Is it laugh this? Is it laugh this? Or is it laugh this? And you as a creative says, wow, I didn't know there's so many kind of laugh. And when I work in Thailand, if I tell a story, if a story is funny, the client look at it and says, aha, that's funny, I like it, let's do it. And it's that simple. If it's funny, it's funny. If it's not funny, it's not funny. You know, I think Thailand help you simplify things. And I think so that's the beauty of Thai people and the Thai art and Thai marketing also. It is what it is.
Okay. It's actually true and also interesting how so just now you mentioned that when Indians laugh, let's say you guys are in a meeting, you have so many different types of laughs. Can you give example like what types of laughs are those? Because we Thais would feel like we just have one type of laugh and that is funny and that's all.
Okay, so I will a little bit give an example. Like if I'm doing, I remember it was to do a work for Miranda, and if I'm doing a joke, the joke has to be so if I'm doing a joke for some other brand, it will be like the client says no, not that much laugh, little bit down, maybe little bit down. So I says, okay, you want a joke to be that's it? I said yes, that's it. So as a creative also, you are thinking how many kind of laugh you can create. You know, it's very tough. It's very complicated.
Okay, that is really creative. And I can see what your meaning of creativity is. Well, can you share with us a little bit more since right now you're in India? What is the uniqueness of India and how Indian people look at creativity or marketing? Can you share with us some specific examples also?
Okay, so I will try to share my screen to show you something very interesting. Like I thought I'll have a small presentation for you to give an idea. And here it is. Can you see my screen?
Yes, we can see your screen.
Okay. If I ask you, Malan, what is this? What it looks like?
It looks like a crowd.
Yes, it
Yes.
looks like a crowd. But let me tell you why the crowd is, what are they praying? It's actually a temple, it's a temple and they are praying for something.
Okay.
You know what they're praying for?
Well, I'm not sure about that. If it's in Thailand, maybe they're praying to get a partner or for wealth or something. How is it like in
Exactly.
India? Yeah.
Exactly. So this is a temple in south of India, in the state of Telangana, next to Hyderabad, which is also a IT capital of India. They're actually praying for visa. Now, why they're working for visa? Because most of the Indian IT people, they actually when they have, what do you call that? They want to go to US because when they go to US, they think they have progressed in life. So there is a temple called Visa Balaji where they actually pray so they can get a visa. So you go there with your passport, you give it, and then the passport will put a small tika that you put in the Indian temples and everything on your passport. Then when you go for US embassy appointment, you give that passport, same passport. Obviously, that means blessed by God, you will definitely get a and one visa. That means you will soon be having a green card. That's the thing about India. And if you show that, that shows one thing about what works in India is progress.
I see.
And it's a big thing, by the way. Whatever you do, if there is not progress, you don't go ahead with that. So progress is a big, big, big thing in our life and in our society. Doesn't matter if it's for food brand or it is for a health brand, it is for education brand, fashion brand, or an electronics brand. The progress has to be in the center of every Indian. I joke saying my planners have one slide called progress.
Okay.
And everyone fall for it. I says, wait, why? Okay, why can't we do something? But then I divide progress into two. Okay, then I decided there's two things in India. One is something that help you do progress. Now, I will tell you how to help you do progress in marketing. So let me tell you a very interesting story, Melon. So when I was, so long back, I was talking to a marketing guy on Godrej. It's a very, very big Indian brand, FMCG brand, and they're the real estate, FMCG, they do everything now, and food. And so they had one of the very old brand of there is called hair dye. Okay. So they had black hair dye. So no one want to look old, right? So they all have black hair dye.
Yes.
And we never had color hair dye before. We had only black hair dye. There was only one option. Okay, everyone wanted to be black. Okay?
Yes.
So, but they were number one in India. Okay, and they sell many, many, many black hair dye. So the marketing guy was very, very happy now. Very, very happy that they sell many, many hair dye. But when they went for research, they realized they were number one, not because of people are using it, because buffaloes are using it.
How?
Okay. So the story is the black the buffalo, the younger the buffalo, the buffalo give more milk. So, of course, buffaloes don't have birth certificate, right? So the only way to know how young is the buffalo is how black is the buffalo. And if you know how black is the buffalo, you color the buffalo. And the best color is the Godrej hair dye. So they use the buffalo black when they want to sell the buffalo. So when you want to make the buffalo black, you need at least 4 or 5 pack minimum. Okay?
So that's why they sell so well, right?
Yeah, and they sell more. They get 30% or 40% more profit on a buffalo. So the buffalo's price goes up and the hair dye price goes up. And everyone thought it's because of the hair. No, it's not because of the hair. It's because of the buffalo.
So in a way, it's like everything is an investment.
Yes, it's an investment. So I will tell you another story that is, again, like I told you, it help you progress or you give you that you are progressing. You show progress.
Okay.
Okay, there's nothing third thing in this, okay? So I will tell you another interesting story, and this has happened during lockdown time, okay?
Okay.
And yeah, it's happened now. So I was talking to a media friend of mine, and there's a big newspaper in the heartland of India. So India is two India, right? India is one is like us, which we drink wabi-sabi cups and organic teas and organic coffees. And there is called Bharat, which is like the Siam. You know that how Thailand and Siam are two different parts, like Bangkok and the rest of Thailand. And that same thing happens in India, okay? And so we got a newspaper to talk to, tell us insight. You know, we want to do a lot of Zoom calls and videos now to learn the insights now. Right? So we went to have a video call and says, tell me the insight. He says, a very funny story he tell me. He says, no one is reading newspaper now because pandemic, everyone's scared to touch newspaper. But in rural India, a lot of people don't care about this. They still read newspaper. So they have a lot of free ad space. Because they have a lot of free ad space, they give it to Melon to one of the tractor company. Now the tractor company got free ad space. They got free ad space, they do free ads. The newspaper, big ad, buy tractor, discount on tractor, powerful tractor, ad comes out. Now the tractor company looks like the tractor company is doing very good. Seeing that, another tractor company says, can I buy advertising? Now the first tractor company was free. Now the second tractor company pay money to the media company, can I do advertising for tractor? My tractor. Now the second tractor company make lot of ad, pay lot of money in the middle of lockdown on COVID to do second tractor ads. Seeing that two tractor company showing off how much advertising happening, then comes the fertilizer company. They said, oh, there's something happening, I don't know. I want to be part of progress also. So they do ad now. Seeing the fertilizer company making ad, now the seed company started making ad. Now become an entire ecosystem. So everyone want to be part of progress. And thanks God, we had a very good monsoon season. So we have a very good harvest season. So now if you look at it, we created a new ecosystem because of progress, to show progress. You saw that, like what tractor connected to other tractor company, the one go to fertilizer company go to the hormone company, to become an entire ecosystem of farming happen.
Because everyone don't want to miss out, right?
Everyone wants progress in India.
Yeah.
So if you ask me what is the learning that I have from Indian market, like I laugh at my planners, but now I realize it's progress, progress, and progress.
That is very true. We can see that from your examples that if we want to tap into the Indian market, then we need to understand the Indian style of thinking, right? That Indian people, they focus more on progress. So if we are trying to sell something to Indian people, then we need to also think what can they get from it. Is that correct?
Yes. So I will give you a small example of, there is a $1 billion brand in India called Fair and Lovely.
Okay.
It's a skin that makes you glow. Okay. And so if you say any other country, if you are skin that make you glow, you will think of it's a beauty product, right?
Correct.
Yeah. Now, but in India, they market it very differently. This says a girl who is not getting any job. Okay, no one wants her in the boardroom because she's dark skinned. Okay. Now the brand comes in saying that now in 7 days you can be fairer. Now because of your fairer, you can get a job in a big company, or you are an air hostess, or you are something else. La 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 la. So
everything is about progress, right? It's never about beauty or never about other things. It's all progress, just like you say.
Progress. And I remember the company is, after completing $1 billion, after 20 years in market, now people say, oh, you are racist. You are saying fair. You can't say fair and lovely. So they call it glow and lovely now. Okay. But the story is the same. It's not fair and lovely, it's glow and lovely, because we say dark skin is beautiful. I agree with you. But the story has to be progress also. Now someone is going for a job maybe where she's not getting a job. But yeah, it's progress. It's not
so
beauty.
It goes like that with all the products in India, correct?
It has to be progress. It has to be progress. Like recently we have we call the new unicorn called White Hat. White Hat is a company that helps small babies learn how to coding. Okay, because everyone wants to code in India now. Okay, and that company in 1.5 years was sold for $300 million in just 1.5 years. The company that bought him, online coding company, by the way, so for kids, and the company that bought him is a company called Baiju, which was 4 years back. I remember I met the organizers and the founder, and they just got $15 million as a seed capital, and now they are worth $5 billion, $5.4 billion, just because they are an educational online education brand. Now, online education, even if I don't have money to feed myself, but I will buy an iPad for my daughter, or Samsung pad for my daughter or my son, so that he or she can do an online education. So education is important for us because that gives you progress in life. So everything is about progress. If you have progress, we have a good thing going.
Okay, thank you so much for your insights on Indian market. And I'm sure that now audiences also get to learn more and understand a little bit more about the mindset of Indian people. Now, I would like to ask you, since you have shared with us so many examples of Indian market and you guys are very creative, why is it that you choose to come to Thailand, and you also say that you fell in love with Thailand, right? So we would like to know more, what was your experience here? What about Thailand that made you fall in love?
Let me tell you everything. What a lot of people think Thai is very unique. Thai communication is very unique, and it only works in Thailand. And I remember I was in India, and I thought Thai creatives are the maddest creative people. Yes. And the funniest creative people. And my boss says, you are too funny. It doesn't work in India. Okay. I says, oh my God, it doesn't work in India. So what do? I'm born in India. So I saw very funny ads by BBDO Bangkok and by Suthisak, Pisut. And so I remember I almost kidnapped him to get the job. I was a stalker for 22 days outside Uchuliang. Building. I was at Uchuliang building. Then I kidnapped him from a Thai ad, so bad a word, and I kidnapped him to say, if you don't see my portfolio, I'm okay. You don't give me a job, but you see my portfolio, I'm okay with it. Now I stay for 3 weeks, not talk to anyone, just to see him. The reason I actually wanted to come to Bangkok, because I remember this is 15 years back. We never had a DVD player. You go out and burn DVD. So it was a Thai ad, a DVD full of Thai ad, and I was burning in a very slum kind of place. I was burning my DVD, and I was burning my DVD. Then the funny thing happened. So I go there, and when I go there, after 3-4 hours, the slum is empty. So I got scared because the DVD was very expensive. I think the DVD was $300 DVD, and I was doing piracy at that time. I was young, no money. Okay, so I saw someone stole my DVD, and everyone has gone away. The village has gone away. So, but I go to the video shop and I go back, and I saw they all laughing at Thai ad. All the people, the plumber, the carpenter, the shopkeeper, the vegetable vendor, they're laughing, and there is no subtitle. So I go and ask, why are you laughing? Do you understand? I say, we don't understand, but I think that is so funny, so funny. Oh, okay. I realize the power of Thai advertising, the power of simplicity of Thailand is that anyone without the language also can understand it, because it's so visual, and it's from here, it's from heart. And I realize if it's from heart, it's so simple. Then smile, sad, good, bad, angry. It's so simple. There are only 7, or we call it navras, 9 emotions in the world. There is no more emotions. if I can go to Thailand, I think I can learn something from Thai marketing and advertising, how to be simple, how not to be complicated myself.
So would you say that basically simplicity and message from the heart is the key of Thai creativity?
Yes, I think what Thai creativity or Thai products have the power is not to just to talk to Thailand. The reason I came because I realized I can come back to India to talk to 1.4 billion people and the next 6 billion people, almost 7 billion people in the world. I can talk to them with one thing, that is the simplicity of Thailand.
Wow, that's very impressive. We actually feel really honored that we can share something with you, share the THAINESS creativity to you and allow you to inspire that to the world. Yeah, it's very big actually. And is there any specific products that you see in Thailand that you really like or that you get inspired by?
I think the goodness of Thailand is like the Zen philosophy or Ikigai philosophy of Japan, or the Nordic design of Scandinavia. So Thai got his own design and philosophy. I think that's so unique to Thailand. For instance, if you look at Thai food, or if you look at it, Thai art and craft, and even there is a modernization happened. Thailand never loses its root. Like the beautiful thing is, me and my wife talk about, is the best thing you can give it to anyone is a root and wings. A root to be grounded and wings to fly. And I think so, and that's what the Thai, all the products are. If you look at our products in Thailand, either it is coming from the beauty products like Than, because Pan Puri, because I use them, or if you look at the furnitures that, or even the food that has been exported, the tea or the curries or the paste or the galang that's been sent. It's a mix of a lot of emotions and a lot of tradition that come inside in a very small thing, just like tom yum. All right, tom yum is, every spoon of tom yum just burst out with a lot of flavors. Either it is galang, or it is kaffee lime, or it is lemongrass, or it is the prawns that you put it on it, or the chili paste, or the shrimp paste in that. So it's like every Thai product, it's got the simplicity, but with simplicity, there is the complex simplicity that I don't think a lot of countries have it. With, I think, and Thai got its own thing, simplicity but in complexity, and that's the beauty of Thai products. I think so. Anything you can talk about, and I can say that.
Thank you so much. And right now, as we have already explored the Indian market, and we also explore a little bit about Thai market, what would be your recommendations for Thai entrepreneurs or Thai creators to export our products to India? Which products, or how should we import to India?
See, there is a massive. Let me tell you, there is a massive trend that has happened. Melon, in India now. Let me tell you, the first explain is, there was a time when India used to import a lot of fashion from China and Hong Kong, and then it's actually Bangkok has turned into that hub. Like the funny part is, if you are in Bangkok, you will never go to MBK to buy the Bangkok fashion, but every Indian trader comes, they go to MBK or Platinum Mall and everything. But you will go to Platinum, but you'll never go to MBK and everything. But now there is a trend of boutique Indians coming up, which is actually very much focused to the Thai fashion, because a lot of Thai local fashion also is inspired by Japanese or Korean fashion. And slowly India being exposed to Japanese or Korean, and I think so the only door for us is Thailand. But saying that, the food business is becoming massive in India. Like every supermarket you go. By the way, India got something called Chinese, but we call it the Indian Chinese. We made it with MSG. We made it very Indian to ourselves. But the same way now, every supermarket you will go, you will get Thai curry paste. By the way, it's must. So every household will in Mumbai, Delhi, and Bangalore will have a Thai curry paste. Every Oriental restaurant, the first food menu will be a Thai food. And in fact, one of the biggest chef in Thailand, in India, is a very good friend of mine called Sifa. And Sifa is from Bangkok, and
Yes.
and her restaurant is doing amazingly well, and is from Indian celebrities to Indian entrepreneurs to all the Indian hipsters. We call it the hipsters of India. We call it kale and quinoa, kale and quinoa, and avocado. Guys also go to. For us, the main thing is we go to Thai food, and so Thai food is slowly turning into a comfort food for us. It used to be Chinese before. Of course, we have not, like the Thai Indian taste bud is not evolved for Japanese yet, but they are evolved for Thai. So Thai food is going to be a big thing for us, fashion, food, and obviously household goods and everything. We talked about later. Like you will see that happening soon.
So basically, you would recommend food and fashion and household, correct?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
now can you share with us a little bit more, since you're the expert in this field, what are the impact pre and post COVID-19 in creativity, and how Thai people can harness this opportunity and tap into Indian market?
So it's a very funny thing when you ask about how it's impacting India and Indian behavior. And when COVID was starting, I asked my creative people and my business people to start understanding what's happening, how the insight and how the consumer's insight and the trends are going to change drastically. And we saw that happening. And the most important thing is happened is people like me, who used to be in Bangkok now, by the time I'll be in Bangkok and doing this talk with you. And I had a time when I should travel 6 flights a week, or 5 to 6 flights a week. I'm going to Bombay, going to Bangalore, I'm going to Chennai, Kolkata, Hyderabad, or I'm going to Bangkok, I'm going to Shanghai. I was to be always on flight. I'm grounded. And when I'm grounded, and I'm not the only one, a lot of people grounded. People in Mumbai don't travel to office, which is the office transport time, travel time used to be 3 hours, exactly like Bangkok, a lot of traffic we have. Going back, and if you're saying Bang Na, then you're gone. Then you go to center of Bangkok, then you better to be leaving at 4 a.m. in the morning, otherwise you reach by lunchtime. And we go for noodle shop directly. So for us, we save a lot of time now. And with saving a lot of time, we spend a lot of time in home. And like a lot of my clients are realizing it, people are actually spending time to improve homes. Their home is becoming very, very important to them. Like one of my client, Panasonic, was telling me, I have never seen the growth in a kitchen, for instance. People are feeling that, kitchen is the most important thing in my house now. So people have started cooking now at home, and the fashion has changed. Maybe I'm wearing a boxer now when I'm talking to you. You don't see what I'm wearing below. Maybe I'm wearing a boxer. So fashion has changed. Only till this much the fashion is happening.
But most important, right?
Yes, this much, only this much, and but most importantly now online has taken a massive front seat. A lot of people which were offline, and I think they're in trouble. Offline shops are in trouble. So brick and mortar, though it's coming back, but they're all going online. In fact, brands like Mercedes and BMWs are selling online now. Brands like Mini, who's spending most of time selling it online. Can you believe it? A brand like Mini or Mercedes, they're selling it online now.
Just one hit and the world change.
Exactly. If you want to test drive, it's okay, but everything you do online, okay? Loans are online, car loans are online, so it's nothing you needed to be there to do it live. So with the trend that's showing is how can you make your home better? How can you make your home better? Or when you go out, how can you make things safer? And safe in head is the most important thing for people. And so if you ask me, I see a massive jump in kitchen products like cooking. If any DIY food products come, or Thai food comes, and like you can cook it and learn how to cook and everything, I think that's good. That's good for us. Health product like Thai teas and herbal teas that Thailand have exports to the world. I think that's got a massive surge for this, because health is as a field that we all want to feel safe, right?
Correct.
Now, we will eat a lot of ghee, ghee, the butter and the ghee. But at the end of the day, we want to have a little bit green tea to feel a little bit healthy.
Yes.
You know what I mean? We eat a lot of unhealthy junk food. I ate last night. I ate a lot of junk food last night because I was worried about the presentations. I was so I would eat the junk food, and the night I said, let me have an herbal tea. I will feel healthy. So that health is going to play a massive role. And the third thing is going to be home decor.
Yes.
Like we realized the furniture that we had was so superficial because it was only for 4 hours or 5 hours of me in house. But now I'm 24 hours in house. I want to change everything in house. Like my friends who are into home furnishing, they're saying the sales have gone up drastically.
Yeah.
I know why it is, and it's massively gone up, and because you want your home to be better. You're bored of seeing the home for 6 months. You have seen the home, which we have already almost locked down for 6 months, and it looks like we have 6 months looks like 6 years for us. So everything looks boring in the house. So we have to change the house. No.
Yeah, I understand. I think everybody would feel the same way. Yeah.
Why we have the table? It's so ugly.
Yeah.
Wait, we used for already 2 years. No, I think we used it too much. Let's change the chair. Let's change the couch. We're changing everything on that.
Yes.
And
Raj?
the automobile. Sorry, please.
Oh yeah, just go on.
So no, even automobile industry has come up very fast. Because we don't want to take public transportation because we don't want to take public transportation. We want to buy motorbikes. So motorbike sales has gone back almost 100%. People don't want to take a flight to travel anywhere for holidays. So domestic travel has increased a lot. So for all the Thai entrepreneurs who are planning to talk to the hotels and the in-house hospitality, this is the right time because in-house boutique hotels have grown up, bungalows have gone up, rental has gone up. So we don't want to fly, we want to drive down because the sales of 4x4 has gone up. SUV has gone up by 12%. So people want to travel internally in India for different parts to stay in the luxury boutique hotels or boutique homes. So good opportunity there, massive opportunity there also.
Yeah, we can see that coming as well because of all the trends like pre and post COVID. Everybody just want to travel and get out of the house sometimes, right? So we can clearly see like how the trends are changing and stuff. And we really appreciate what you have shared with us today. Well, because you're the expert and also you have been working in Thailand and working in India, could you please share to all the audience who are watching us a little bit on how they can benefit or invite them to do business matching with us at THAIGROOVE.com?
Okay, I think the good thing is it's what do you call that? There was a time we in India, of course, we had Amazon and Flipkart and Snapdeal being a lot of big the players, but we never bought a lot of things online because offline was still the cooler. Even Thailand also, right? You go to a mall and buy things you love. In the lunchtime, we go for lunch and we buy 2 things also. That's what shopping is in Thailand. In India also, if you look at it, lot of things are becoming the online now. The offline has gone down drastically. So like brands like Mimoso or like a lot of local brands, Indian brands are. For instance, like Kama Ayurveda, we never went to the online to check it out because we want to smell it. We want to touch it, feel it, and that was just all about it. But now it's a good opportunity because if you can find a online partner to partner you, I think your job will be done because no more to be having a presence here. Of course, you need an Indian partner to get your things done. If online is now what the CTOs and the CEOs and the CFOs couldn't do, COVID did it to us. We are all online now.
It's true because right now everything goes online. So THAIGROOVE would fit right in to help entrepreneurs both in India, both in Thailand to do business matching and also all around the world. Because right now, whenever we do showroom, whenever we would like to present our products, it's like we present to the global audience already. Right over the world, right? Yeah,
yes.
So thank you so much, Raj, for sharing with us these insights on both Indian market and on Thailand market. We have heard a lot of creative stories and key examples from you, and I'm sure that these stories also inspire a lot of people. And wouldn't you agree with me that let's groove with THAIGROOVE?
Yes, I will THAIGROOVE, man. It's amazing.
Yes, thank you very much, Raj.
Thank you.
Namaste.
Namaste.